Standing in now, Vittal Brujon. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall.
How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we are going to be debuting 10 brand new Future Star cards. I have unlocked 9 of the brand new Future Stars, but I also picked up Alec Reyes, so I'm going to try him out in the middle of this video. I'm going to get right into some event gameplay, but this is what the squad is looking like. I'll go ahead and put my face cam in the top right so you can kind of see. I'll move it around a little bit, but this is what we're rocking with. I recently unlocked Hal Newhouser. I picked up Nick Lodolo. I also have Brusdar Graterol, and I'm still rocking with Michael Kopeck, but I am going to try out some different pitchers. In this specific video, we are going with the All Future Stars team along with Carlos Santana, simply because I don't have a catcher that is a Future Stars player. So once we are able to get one, we'll go with an All Future Star team build. But anyway, this is going to be the squad. So we have Brusdar Graterol pitching. I wanted to talk a little bit about his control. He is a little bit tough to control, but his pitches are really nice. I mean, in this event, we are playing on All-Star, so keep that in mind as well. I wanted to debut these cards on the average difficulty for the game, and that is so I can compare the difference between how they play on All-Star versus how they play on Hall of Fame. If there is any difference or much of a difference at all, I wanted to kind of see what the PCI size and contact attribute, how all that would affect the All-Star difficulty level. So anyway, Brusdar Graterol is pitching. I ended up walking the very first batter of this game. I had a tough time locating with him, but I wanted to show how much his pitches are breaking. I am also going to be using Nick Lodolo in this gameplay. So he's going to be first out of the pen for this game, depending on how long of an outing we can get with Brusdar Graterol. But this guy could tell he was waiting for the sinker. He's early on everything. He's waiting for me to throw that sinker, and I think he's sitting on an inside fastball or something hard inside. So anyway, he's still early. He's still fouling pitches off. This Byron Buxton is a really good card, and I don't think there are that many cards that have attributes like Byron Buxton that are as good as him. I just don't know what it is about that specific card, but he hits the ball hard. That time I got lucky, he jammed himself. Anyway, Juan Soto strikes out on a sinker. 101 sinker from this Brusdar Graterol. I could not believe how much of a difference he throws it and how fast it really is, because he does throw it 96, 97 to 101, 100. There, I had to go with the slider, and I tried to get it outside. I hung it. He hit a 2-run shot. That's going to happen on All-Star. It's really tough to pitch in this game in general. But here we go. We have the Future Star card, Taylor Trammell, up at the plate. I know I've been saying his name is Trammell, and I will go ahead and stop that because I realize his name is pronounced Trammell. But he's also lining out to left field, as well as Vittal Brujon. We have Nolan Gorman up, and I definitely noticed some of my hitting mechanics at the plate. Just the timing with where I was moving the PCI and pressing the X swing button in sync together was a little bit off. I was slightly off the ball. I was only able to get one base hit with Nolan Gorman in the very first inning. So I need to look to get a better at-bat, a better approach at the plate, start to square the ball up. There we square it up with good, but line out with Bryan Hayes. Now we have Jazz Chisholm at the plate, and I think I was saying his name wrong as well. A lot of these guys have some pretty awesome names. I must say that. I talked about that in my previous video. We have Alec Thomas up at the plate, and he's going to bloop one into left. All of these Future Star cards have really high contact attributes, so they are going to get some interesting hits in terms of PCI placement, in terms of squaring the ball up. The exit velocities are a little bit different, I've noticed. I mean, I have been able to hit the ball all right, but it sounded a little different off the bat. This one from Taylor Trammell, it's a line out right to center field, but that sounded much better off of his bat, and I think that this card that Taylor Trammell is going to be really good. Even though I haven't gotten a base hit with him yet, I think that he's going to be one of the better cards all around. That was the first Future Star card that I went for. There, Vittal Brujon is smacking one through the right side. He has 95 speed. I'm looking to steal. I mean, these cards are really fast. They're really good on defense. They have great attributes. They have high vision for the most part. Some of these cards are amazing. 3-2 count. Runners are in motion. And I think that was Nolan Jones. Yeah, Nolan Jones. I got Nolan Gorman, Nolan Jones. I'm trying to keep together all these names. But here comes Bryan Hayes, and he lines out once again. So 2 balls squared up with him, and I haven't gotten a hit with him yet, but hopefully I can get a hit with each and every future star card in this lineup. That's the main goal. I'll be playing a couple of games here. I wanted to take you through this first one because I'm now using Nick Lodolo on the mound. This is the lefty future star card for the Cincinnati Reds, and he is really good. Even though I started off the inning with 2 base hits against, he's really good. He has a sinker, comes in at 95 if you throw it up in the zone. He has the slider, 81, 82, with better control than some of the other left-handed pitchers that we have in the game. So that's really nice. There's a changeup, 84 miles an hour. Got Juan Soto on the frozen check swing there. Might have just swung too early on that one and got the check swing animation. That's definitely happened to me before. But here he has Carlos Correa, who already hit a home run earlier in this game against Brusdar Graterol. So I want to really try out a lot of these cards. I wanted to get a good small sample size of a few games, try and get them a few at-bats rather than just hopping into ranked seasons on Hall of Fame after just grinding out Showdown. I felt like that was a bad idea. I did that after playing Home Run Derby earlier to try and get some XP, and yeah, we weren't able to hit well in ranked seasons after doing that. So I wanted to hop back into All-Star gameplay. Jazz Chisholm knocks another base hit. Alec Thomas bloops another one into left field. And, I mean, these cards are fast. They move around on the bases. They all have really good base running attributes. I want to say that too. I mean, these guys are for the most part running on contact. And as I say that, this ball is off the wall and they're all just standing around. Anyway, with that being said, I'm still able to maneuver around the bases and score the run from second base. 84 speed, 87 speed. Nobody gets messed up out there and gets thrown out. So we are going to go ahead and test out some of the speed as well. But here, Vittal Brujon, once again, I think this card might be the most underrated one out of all of them. I mean, he has 95 speed. He's a switch hitter. I haven't used him from the right side, batting from the right side. But from the left side, his swing is really nice. It seems like he's very similar to Adalberto Mondesi in the sense that he has a little bit less power, but the speed is there, the switch hitting ability is there, and he also has gold fielding at shortstop. A lot of these guys are great on defense. I mean, I have 2 diamond fielders in the outfield. There, Alec Thomas is locking onto the ball and getting a great animation, throwing it in. I don't think he has the strongest arm, but he is definitely good out there. I'm using Nolan Jones in right field. I'm using Bryan Hayes at third base, obviously, but even that guy's fast. But anyway, we still have Nick Lodolo on the mound. I'm trying to use him for the entire game. Since it's already the 4th inning, we have a 10-3 lead, back-to-back 5 spots. And I'm trying to continue to hit a little bit. We're facing Michael Kopeck. He has 19 pitches already thrown, 20 pitches now. And Jazz Chisholm, he's knocking another one. So he is 3 for 3. That card, I mean, has a nice swing as well. I tried him out in the moments. I was completing his individual moment, and I was able to get that done in the first try. A lot of these cards are just really good. Here's Vittal Brujon smacking one into the gap on a perfect line drive. I'm going to test it out. That's a great fielder in right field. That's some solid arm strength from Carlos Correa there. I'm going to test it out. We got thrown out at third base, but if it wasn't a perfect, I probably would have been safe. Anyway, I think that this is the very first time that I've ever seen this play happen right here. Taylor Trammell knocks the ball over the fence as I'm trying to rob it. But I wanted to include that because it was a solid hit, and I was trying to catch it with diamond fielding. I know that SDS recently put out a patch to kind of make some fielding improvements. They didn't necessarily fix it completely, as we'll always see in the gameplay. But for the most part, they are working very hard on fixing some of the fielding in this game. Now, that last play was completely my fault. That wasn't entirely something wrong with the game. That was my fault. I tried to rob it. I did not time it correctly and ended up hitting it out for a home run. Anyway, now we have Brusdar Graterol in the game once again. Got a double play, gets out of it. Nolan Jones coming up, so he knocks a double the other way. On a 2-0 count, that pitch was below the zone. So pretty solid swing from him. Both Nolan Gorman and Nolan Jones have very similar swings and stats. They're very comparable. I figured I would try and get them both right away, and I was successful in doing so. But Bryan Hayes had another opportunity, a good okay, up and inside. I knew he was going to throw that pitch, but I wasn't necessarily on it all the way. Jazz Chisholm have yet to get out with this card. Smacks another base hit. He turns it into a double with his speed. He has Byron Buxton in center field, so keep that in mind as well. That's a solid defender, and I'm able to take the extra bag. Now we have Alec Thomas up. This guy has a very quick swing. I was trying to get the timing down for all these cards, and it was a little bit tough, I will say. But at the same time, my timing was messed up from playing on veteran against Showdowns multiple times in a row. But anyway, right here we get a base hit, first one for Trammell. So he is making up for going 0 for 4, 0 for 5, and giving the opponent a home run. He's making up for it right there. And Vittal Brujon, you saw in the intro, Vittal Brujon goes deep, and I wasn't really on that one with the PCI, but as I'm editing the video, I can slow the frames down, and I can definitely see that the bat is barreling up with the ball at one point and making contact. It's almost like you can hear the sound a little bit before, and you can kind of see the bat make contact with the ball pixel. It's just really interesting. Anyway, we are going to debut Alex Reyes in this video. He just had a strikeout in that last batter, but also line out from Trammell. So not really the best start with that card, but I can tell that he's going to be really good. I can tell that all of these future star cards that I have that I'm using right now are going to be really good because all of them have nice swings. All of them have good stats, good contact. Here's Bryan Hayes with his first base hit. That's a bleeder through the left side there. So it's nice to have some of these guys get something going and to try these cards out. I was really excited to use these cards. Anyway, Jazz Chisholm is hitting an early okay base hit to the right side. That brings up Alec Thomas. Perfect line drive into the gap. And I mean, these cards, I can't say it enough. The speed is just great. Scores from first base, no problem at all. 87 speed on second base. It's going to allow me some versatility for my ranked seasons team, that's for sure. But this guy missed the ball in right field. Joey Gallo misses it completely, and I'm taking the run. I'm going to go ahead and take the extra base here as well. When I don't know what he's doing. He's not throwing the ball in. I thought we disconnected, so I'm testing it out by trying to take the next base. But that's going to do it for that video. That guy quit after that game. But that is my Future Star debut. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.